Hello. All right, we did it. Yes.
All right.
And and recording. And
Brilliant.
and we're watching Kid Rock.
We're watching Kid Rock.
Kid
like
Rock.
you do.
Kid Rock at 99 Woodstock too. That's
yeah.
That was the
yeah.
good.
That was when he was
Peak problematic.
he was first imposing his art on the world.
Which is more
Great use of that trust fund, man.
Which is more offensive, his music or his politics?
That is a tough call. That is a tough call. I mean, I want to say
as a talent, as a musician who like can
I'm not
play,
a musician.
Well, you can play guitar better than me.
I can play guitar,
and you can hit. I mean,
I can do the basics.
Okay, you're not John Cougar Mellencamp, motherfucker, but you're good. You know,
I have fun.
Yeah.
I have fun.
Yeah.
You know, I've been able to incorporate it in like some parody songs type deal. But yeah,
Kid Rock as a musician versus Kid Rock's politics.
I want to say his politics because like I find him more bothersome now than ever before. I mean, he came up. That late '90s era was a rough time for music. I think
I was a frat boy,
and even you were like, "This is too much."
Here's the thing. I was like, all right, once a day, get it out of your system, and like if we had to do like a house cleaning kind of thing, like after a party, that was good, clean up the house music. We'd make our own montages, of like 8 guys scrubbing a floor, that kind of thing. But but like when someone got too into Kid Rock, I was just like, eek.
That's when you gotta check their hard drive and.
Well,
not introduce them to any of your female friends, that sort of thing.
Oh, is he one of those?
No, I don't know.
He kind of comes off that way, but I don't know if he
does. I don't know if he actually is. I mean, I just find I just kind of wonder.
He's always exuded douchebag.
Yeah, he has, and he's always just exuded like he probably doesn't know any better about anything. Like he just grew up a rich kid.
Oh, he did?
And so, he grew up, I think it was just like a straight up trust fund. I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, he plays it like, I'm this down to earth Southern
man
rocker.
of the
like,
people.
Dude, you grew up a rich kid in suburban Detroit.
He's been a cosplayer the whole time.
Oh, totally. That's why I wonder if like the whole thing's fake. Yeah. Like when that picture came out with him and he was with RFK. And he was holding his book like someone who's never held a book before, and people were making fun of him for that.
It's like
and
I'm
like, maybe he's just faking all of this, so he just wasn't in the character yet. When RFK made him hold that book, he was like, "Will you hold my book?" And he's like holding it, and he's like, "Ugh," and then he's like, "Oh wait, I like this stuff. I forgot." Because I'm doing this MAGA pivot just to stay relevant.
I mean, it's and also. It sucks whenever RFK is the more educated one in the picture.
That is frightening. I mean,
he's the scholar compared to you.
He's an educated guy. He's just educated in all the wrong things. He's just like, oh, this checks out. Let me see. All these doctors who have been disbarred by all their peers, those are the ones I should listen to. I bet if I do that, I too can manage to give myself mercury poison and brain worms.
This doctor still has 2 countries in the world that haven't banned him from practicing. So I'm going to listen to him. Yeah, I wish I did a better RFK.
All these studies have been banned because they didn't do basic peer review. So that's the one that I put in my book, and I've just arranged all of this data in a way that you can't necessarily disprove it because I start with a thesis of everyone else is wrong and then a bunch of really lost, ill-informed people listen to me, and I finally am getting the attention that I never got in my family because I'm a really fucking underwhelming person. So I finally have my 15 minutes. I love that guy so much. That guy, I mean, dude, that is a guy, and everyone tries to still sanitize her. They're like, well, he did some good work in the legal space.
They liked his dad too.
They liked his dad,
and which I get, absolutely.
Man, I'll put this out there as a guy who's been to graduate school. If you grew up with this guy is part of one of the most powerful political dynasties in the history of the world.
Yeah,
it didn't work out for some of them, but those were only the ones with good intentions. So he's
better
gonna
pilots.
Be fine. He's gonna be fine. And so it's like if you never have to worry about money, if you never have to worry about consequences, and you have an average reading ability, you can fart your way through a law degree. It's not that impressive. From other people, it's impressive. But from him, not that impressive.
Yeah, I mean, you can. every school assumes they're going to get like a library named after the family or something. That if they play their cards right, he could get a law degree wherever, that kind of thing. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm agreeing with you. Take me a second.
Just like it's just there's nothing impressive about this guy or anything he does, and now it's like. I truly think we are generations away from getting back to where we were, which wasn't even great when it comes to public health. I mean, he has set us back generations.
It's been. I didn't think he was going to do. I didn't think he was going to do anything as stupid. It's the thing where you put like an idiot in charge of things, so you have a reason to defund it. You know what I mean? It's like. Oh, by the way, I should do this. Everybody, welcome to the podcast. we were on a rant, but whatever. But also, it was funny too. So yeah, absolutely. Everybody, welcome to the podcast. Got a great.
Coaster. I didn't have a coaster.
I only have 8.
Yes.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. He's ruining he's ruining this table. We found him parking.
It's good marble.
It's good.
Yeah, it was like I had bad karma for some reason. Like 2 people just took parking spots.
Everybody, welcome Ron Placone.
Thank you, Matt.
I feel like you're the one that was
here.
I feel like you're the one that was standing outside smoking a joint. That was what I was doing when you pulled up.
Yeah, I was just like, well, there's Matt, and I was like, oh, there's the parking spot I was going to take.
Yeah.
Well, there's this one. Oh, that person's taking it.
It's a shitty
this
video.
Is something.
And then I was like, oh, there's one because I saw that one. I was like, oh, he'll probably fit in there. And then you like, I probably wouldn't. I probably would have been goosey about that last parking spot. And then the construction guy who has like a larger, wider truck.
He took it,
and he got it, and he got it perfectly. I don't know how they do it.
I mean, man. All power to him, man. Yeah. It was a weird angle for me, and there was like someone right behind me.
Oh, they do that.
And that kind of, I'm like, I know you're just trying to get behind me because you just. And
it's
like,
a one car street.
Yeah,
everybody rides your ass around here.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. We found a nice one, and it was right in the shades. It was quite lovely.
Yeah, that's why I set that up for you.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you, Matt.
Yes,
you're a wonderful host, and thank you again for the Olipop. It's
I need
yummy.
to get sponsored.
Use the promo code Lewis at checkout.
They're like, they charge you more. I found out I had a sponsor who was like, hey, use the promo code, and then it wound up being like, I looked at the website myself, and I was just like, I'm causing
really?
I'd be causing my people that I sent over here to pay more.
That's so funny because it's like, well, they got to give you a taste, so that's how they were doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's a move, I guess. I was just like,
wow.
Like. You're demotivating me from want to talk about your product, and I was neutral either way. It was like
these energy drinks are $2 a piece, but with my promo code they're $2.50. Check it out.
And I get $1 for every
I get $1 for everyone.
Every can you purchase. That's gonna be the new.
If you join the Patreon, I give you 50 cents back.
That's gonna be that's late stage capitalism,
right?
Where you screw over your own followers to make more money.
Oh, I feel like some of our contemporaries have already done that.
Oh, the gambling ads,
the gambling ads, and just helping usher in a new wave of fascism into the country. I feel like some of our contemporaries have already done that.
Oh, yeah.
We were just talking about RFK. How many of our contemporaries did benefits for that clown?
Oh, Mike.
Too many.
I know.
Too many.
I know the guy who was doing it. Mike Binder. He was organizing those.
Mike Binder. I don't know him.
He's an older fella. He was historian kind of comedian.
He's a historian who thought RFK. This guy
was the answer.
So I guess he skipped. Like all of eugenics in Germany, did he skip that part of history?
No. I mean like a comedy historian, not like
a comedy historian.
Not like a world historian.
Clearly,
no. I mean like
I don't even know this guy. But RFK, I just have.
Yeah, he's entertainment on the entertainment side, like a documentary guy. But he was also a comedian. He was organizing those.
He was organizing them for RFK.
Funniest,
I don't know why you'd do that.
Funniest. Well, I thought. At the time, whenever, because I always watch like Breaking Points myself.
Crystal and
Sagar.
Yeah.
And well, they got Ryan Grimm on there now too.
Yeah, Ryan Grimm's occasionally on there.
Yeah. But that's where I was introduced to RFK. And at first, I was just like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. He's trying to get sugar out of stuff or whatever. And then and I was just like, all right, I'll listen. And then I thought, no way he could be president. And I think these people they wanted to latch on to something.
I just don't know what you see in that. I mean, his ideas are incredibly dangerous, and I think a lot of people they don't
The more
realize.
he talks, he's stupid. The stupider he sounds.
Well, yeah, and I think part of the reason people don't understand exactly how warped his ideas are is because when he talks, he sounds like he's like blowing gravel. So you only get like every fifth word. So you don't realize like how messed up what he actually is saying is. I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I literally interviewed Dennis Kucinich very recently. And,
Ohio rep, great.
I like
Yeah,
Dennis.
love
I
him.
respect him. I agree with him on most things.
Yeah.
We strongly disagree on the RFK thing. I brought it up to him. I said to his face, I'm like, I consider this guy one of the most dangerous people in American politics because he frickin' is.
Yeah.
You know, so I will not hold back when it comes to that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I said, they've been friends for 35 years, and I just said, I'm like, Dennis, I think he's one of the most dangerous people in American politics because he is.
And
that's saying a lot, by the way, especially these days.
Thinking like a Donald up there with like a Donald Rumsfeld or a Dick Cheney.
Yeah, just in a different lane. I mean, those people were just destroying the world, which we got plenty of people doing that.
That was gunpowder, but not gunpowder in food.
Yeah, he's just doing it like internally, like he's doing it like he's setting us back.
Oh, he's
generations.
What's it called? What's it called? Whenever I've seen there was a movie. I think it might have been Misery or something like that, where she's poisoning his food slowly. To
I know what
it's
you're talking about.
like a hostage type situation.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Killers of the Flower Moon. Where he was slow. Did you see that? Where
no,
Leah,
but I know what you're talking about.
He didn't want to murder his wife, but he would slowly poison her food every day, and it's like that's what I feel like, as opposed to
Well, we've been doing some variation of that for a long time, and that's why I don't take him seriously. Like he'll be like, oh, we're gonna get these dyes out, which okay, that's cool.
That's the kind of stuff
to really go after our food culture.
Uh-huh.
I mean, dude, the Trump administration just approved like more glyphosate and stuff like that, and he's silent on it.
I don't even know what that is.
That's like the chemical that like it's banned in most places, but we're gonna be using it more now.
As like an agricultural thing or something?
It's like Monsanto's on board with it.
If they're on board.
So it's like, like Trump, they're like rolling back protections on that. RFK's silent there, but he's like, oh, we're gonna only use real sugar instead of, which cane sugar's better than like a bunch of the artificial stuff.
Yeah, the high fructose corn.
The high fructose stuff. Okay, so of course cane sugar's quote unquote better than that, but like the rest of the stuff and all of his seed oil stuff, that's all pseudoscience bullshit. Like it's just granted there are some instances where certain seed oils are not great.
They take 5%.
Butter's better.
They take 5%, 10% of a truth and extrapolate it wide to make it sound like they're doing something, and it's usually
they take it into Nutsville.
Yeah,
and they don't address the real fucking shit. Like the real shit is like these chemicals in our food and all this other stuff. Yeah. He won't touch that because his boss won't touch that.
He's not,
so it's all bullshit.
I think this Trump administration has been worse, absolutely worse, and this was
by
like
far.
Oh yeah,
dude, the first administration in comparison was a dodge bullet.
He had people around him that would be like, hey, he's doing something again. They were conservatives, but they were just like, hey, no, they were like, no, January 6th was not a good idea. But like now it's just, I don't know. It's just like, I mean, I think obviously the culture's changed also. It just seems like it seems like everybody's on a clout train kind of thing, which I get it. We work in entertainment. We want to be relevant, but I don't know at what kind of cost are you willing to do that?
Oh, we're finding out. We are finding out. I mean, I think a ton of people have answered that question.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder that how many of these, MAGA comics truly believe this bullshit, or they just saw a lane.
I think a lot of them saw a lane. I feel like a lot of them comics I know because I've got friends that are that.
I have friends that went that direction too.
And I feel like they were pissed off because they couldn't work a lot of clubs, a lot of stuff, and it slowed their personal money down of their small business, if you will, of touring. Where you can only have 80 seats at the Improv, or you can only, and it's frustrating as fuck. And and it's not like this is a super profitable business model anyway. But it's I feel like it was an overreaction, and somebody was just like, and then so many at the time the Republicans were like, "Oh, you can say what you want, blah blah blah." We're the free speech warriors.
We're the free speech warriors. We're finding out what a lie that was.
Shit.
Finding out what a lie.
Oh
that
God,
was.
yeah, and then we're the free speech warriors, but we want
unless you want to protest.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You think Palestinians are human beings? Oh no. We don't support that kind of free speech.
It's
we just want you to be able to say the R word. That's what we want. Because if it was up to us, we would just kill all those people. So we want you to be able to say it. That's all.
Yeah, they made a thing over a University of Pennsylvania swim team. Because I mean, like you're from Pennsylvania, right?
Pittsburgh, yeah.
And how often did the women's Pennsylvania soccer team?
I followed college women's swimming my whole life.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody there. Yeah, it wasn't about like.
I didn't know who the Steelers were for years. I was just like my dad's like, well, sports, and I was like, oh, you mean college women's swimming? And he goes, well, I know that's usually what we follow, but there's this thing called football, and I was like, football? I was like 16, 17 years old.
Tell me about this Mean
Joe
Green.
Tell me about this football thing. And he's like, well, there's this thing called the Steelers. We don't, I mean, not many people in the town follow it. But
it's fringe.
But
it's very fringe.
Yeah, and dude, I felt like it was like when I discovered punk rock. I was just like, it was like freaking Minor Threat, the Steelers. And I was just like, I am Joe Obscure here, man. I'm hip as fuck.
I care about God, family, and the University of Pennsylvania women's swimming team. That's what, we're a Pittsburgh family.
That whole thing was just the most ridiculous. Like it was just so. I mean, one because of that, but also because what I heard nobody say was an actual insight, one way or another. It
was just team. Well,
it was just like what's
team yay, team nay.
There's a rule. I mean, they were making it out as if somebody could just be, I'm a woman, and so I'm gonna just compete with women, and they would be like, okay. That's literally not how it works. Like, there are specific rules around hormone therapy and stuff like that that have been made by people who know this shit and have degrees, and so. What's wrong with the rule? Like if you were coming at it from a place like, well, I think the rule needs to change because X, Y, Z and the way these hormones work. Okay, that's a discussion.
That's a logical conversation.
That's a conversation.
Yeah,
but that conversation never occurred. It was all just like coming at it from bogus viewpoint. So it's just like, well, if you're coming at it from a place that's not real.
A bad faith argument.
A bad faith argument. That is the very definition of a bad faith argument. So it's just like, what's wrong with the rule? I don't even know what the rule is. Well, then you shouldn't be talking about this. You don't even know what the fucking rule is. I'm pretty sure the rule, and I don't... I looked it up at the time because I figured like I'd be asked about it in various capacities.
You have the look that you're like, well, actually, I do know the rule.
At the time, I did, and I would say it that way too. And I extended my pinky, and I had a cup of tea most of the time. So I freaking nailed it when it was necessary. But I'm pretty sure it was like you had to have gone through it for like 2 years or something like that. Yeah. So it was just like, look. Is that the right rule? Isn't it? I don't freaking know, man, because I'm not an expert in that.
I'm not
but people that know this stuff decided that was a good rule.
At the time, that's the rule.
At the time, that's the rule. So if you have some compelling case on why that should or shouldn't be the rule, I'll hear that out. But if you're just making shit up, well then, like, I don't know, you're just flapping your gums for clicks.
I want people to be more invested in their clickbait. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, they're invested. They're a little too invested.
Oh man, I was thinking about that, but like all the stuff that we sell, or like you see that, like I won't do any. I didn't want, like, you can cut ads on certain things. I didn't want like gambling because I feel like that's just bad. I will happily pitch Manscaped ball hair shaving stuff for forever over like the gambling websites and shit like that.
I think if people want to be well groomed, that's great. Yeah, I mean, I support that.
Yeah,
if a product helps.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm not gonna help. But I'll
I'll
point
like
to the
physically help.
I'll point to the product.
Yeah, no, you take care of yourself.
Yeah,
they'll take care of
yeah,
themselves.
it's just kind of a
yeah, I get that.
Yeah, nod and kind of thing, but. Yeah, that was, but like, I guess the platforming stuff. Like the one that really switched me. She was like big in the podcast. So that's why Tulsi.
Gabbard.
Well, I mean, she was always kind of at first. At first, I thought she was really like a legitimate maverick person.
Oh, me too. I mean, well, when are you talking?
Like whenever she was Bernie supporter.
Oh, yeah. I liked her.
2016, 2018.
I believed her back then.
And I felt like she was always awkward a little bit, and it felt like she was actually like thinking about her answers. That's what it felt like to me, or like because I watched her on Rogan, I watched her on Breaking Points, and then
sure.
I went to go see a thing where she was live down here, and I was like, all right. And then it just that whole transition. I don't know if it's like, yeah.
Here's the thing. All right. Yeah. So at one point, I was very impressed by her, and I thought she was sincere. She was saying things no one else was.
She was a military vet too. I respected that.
And she was. I mean, dude, it was still beautiful. When she dunked on Hillary Clinton. Called her out for warmongering. When she dunked on Kamala Harris in the debates.
Oh, yeah.
It was beautiful.
Tim Ryan, she got him, too.
Yeah. I mean, she had some awesome mic drop moments.
Yeah.
And then she just started pivoting into this weird place. And it's like, and then you kind of take a step back and you realize, okay, there's a reason why all my leftist friends in Hawaii were not
on board with her.
And it's because she just had this opportunistic vibe. A lot of people saw through right away. And, it's like, look, she started out as, well, first of all, she started out in some like right-wing cult, basically.
Yeah, well,
but that's not her fault.
Her father.
She can't help where she's born, right? So it's like, I was like, okay, so she pivoted
hardcore
away
Christian,
from that.
Yeah.
She unlearned that. That's fine. Let people unlearn things. But then it's like, okay, she went from DNC darling to Bernie person.
Yeah.
And then she started occupying some weird sort of hyper-online libertarian but anti-war space. Yeah. So it's like, okay, she's pivoting a little bit. Then she just pivoted to like neocon.
Yeah.
Then she pivoted to MAGA.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, where she changes her views the way someone changes a pair of socks. I think in like a year or two time, she's going to just be some ANCAP or something. I don't know. Where's she going to go next? Yeah, where's she going to go next? I mean, it's just, and honestly, it's like, well, whatever will impress Joe Rogan the most. That's where she'll go next. Honestly, it's all just the first time I met her, and I've met her a couple times.
Yeah.
The first time I met her, I was just like, man, I think this is a future president. I was impressed by her.
Yeah.
And then it just, I mean,
also she's stunning too. She has like a look. I mean, she's
good looking.
Yeah,
right.
and I mean, no, it helps.
She's got the little rogue streak going on.
No,
every older millennial dude.
Yeah,
they remember those cartoons.
Oh yeah. I mean, it helps to be good. It helps to be a good-looking person whenever you're running for the highest office, in my opinion. I mean,
it doesn't hurt. I mean, I was a big fan of Bernie, and I don't really. I'm sure he's a good-looking guy, but
maybe like 70s or something. I've seen his stuff from the 70s.
You should have seen me back in the day. Look, before I got to Vermont, I had a really good diet. I was younger back then.
A lot of good pastrami.
My hair had a full head of hair. And I got to Vermont, being mayor. Let me tell you something. Being mayor, just a lot.
Burlington.
A lot of bullshit being a mayor. And then I stayed in electoral politics for some fucking reason. I was just like, well, I don't know. I guess I'll just do this more. I don't know. It was just a midlife crisis at first. Really, I didn't like capitalism, and I lived in the United States of America. I'm like, oh, that's a great place to live if you don't like capitalism. But whatever. Maybe I'll try to be mayor. See what happens. I don't know. It'll be some kind of pivot. And 50 years later, here we fucking are. Here we are. I'm 83. I'm still working. I don't know why. I don't know. AOC, maybe she'll do something. Maybe she won't. I don't know. I'm just fucking tired.
I remember.
I got to see Neil Young play in a field. That was nice. Got to see Neil Young do a few tunes, I guess.
It rained.
You take the lemonade where you can get it,
You have a pretty good impression, man.
Thank you, Matt. I envision a country where all people can do a Bernie Sanders impression regardless of quality. Mine is not. I mean, dude, you look at somebody like, and I am hesitant to do it. I'll only do it in like appropriate situations because you look at someone like a James Adomian.
Oh yeah,
like,
God, he's a monster. He's great.
He is so fucking funny.
So spot on. And he got everything. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, I love that guy.
Yeah.
There's a part of his special that I won't do it because I won't do it justice. But it's like
that's okay.
It's so fucking funny, and I have like done like I did the bit in front of my wife. Like I'm like, dude, this part of James Adobe is like we got it, and I haven't even seen it on the special. I've only seen him do it live in like just random sets.
All right.
And he told me it was on the special because I asked him. Yeah. But dude, I love this bit so much, and my wife has never even seen the proper bit. She's just heard me.
The original content. Okay, she's only heard your version of it.
And we both like call back to this bit on the regular because like I love James Adomian. Yeah. Shout out James Adomian. Much better Bernie than this bullshit. Much better.
He had. Just reminded me like it was like his older special about where he's from, the town he's from. It was like because they built a train that would go 1.5 miles away from LAX.
Yes.
And they finally fixed that. You know,
Yes.
that was I can't remember. I think it was like Downey or something like that or whatever. And it was just like, yeah, we built a train to take you 1.5 miles before the airport.
I mean, I still remember his John McCain shit.
Oh yeah,
Dude, it was playing the end by the Doors, and he goes, "My friends." It was so crazy.
Spotless. Yeah, and I think his George W. Bush was really strong. I mean, yeah, he's just a James Adomian. If you get the opportunity, see him, find him, stream him, see him in person. Super hilarious.
He did characters.
Yeah.
So Graham Elwood and I did a game show pilot. Called Anything Can Happen.
Funny guy.
And it's this political game show that him and I wrote. And James Adomian did like characters in it. And it was so fun. We shot it at this really cool soundstage, not too far from here, actually. Yeah. I'm blanking the name of the place off the top of my head, but it was a really cool spot. And there was just off to the side of the stage, there was this bar. And James Adomian, like basically the whole spot we used as a stage. We had cameras set up everywhere for this pilot. So James Adomian, one of his characters was Bernie. So he did Bernie. So after he's like leaving the stage, like from his Bernie appearance, he's like still dressed up and stuff. And he goes to the bar and he goes, "Can I just get oatmeal?"
What kind of raisins do you have?
He orders oatmeal at the bar.
His impressions go so hardcore. It's almost like he's a professional student of anybody he does. It seems like he does his work.
Jesse Ventura is like unreal, and it's like
I don't know that one.
Oh god, it's just brilliant.
I'll call
Jesse, and he captures the personality so well.
Yeah, the whole,
because it's just like I did Jesse Ventura's podcast once when he still had it, and I remember beforehand we were going to be talking about public broadband, and I remember Jesse Ventura, he just goes, "Ron, just so you know, I don't have a computer." And like the whole time, I was literally thinking, I'm like, oh, this would be great as a James Adomian impression. This is a real thing, but this would be really great as a James Adomian impression.
I don't know what would be more funnier, man. Is I don't have a computer, or he shows you his computer and it's just it's got like the bouncing screensaver. They're playing a Doom on it or something with a up down.
Yeah, I think he just like
Wolfenstein 3D.
Yeah. He just does it all through phone, and they would just like pipe him in. His people, like
God, I talk shit, but I there was a woman. She lives around the corner from here. She was a psychiatrist. She was like a vendor for LAUSD school district, and I worked for her, and she supervised psychotherapists that would work with autistic children and kids on the spectrum and stuff like that. She was like a vendor. And whenever she would get emails, she would have her secretary go through the email and print out whichever one she thought were worth sending to her, because she didn't have a computer. Mm-hmm. And then she would read the email, write back on the back, and then have the secretary type it up the next day. The response.
Yep.
And
there you go.
I was just like, she is such an idiot. She is so dumb. And then I look at it, I go, God, I would kill to have that kind of situation where I never had to answer another email again. I was just like, she is playing. That's brilliant.
She's got people doing it for her.
I would love to never have to answer my own stuff,
right?
Or like, oh, I got on somebody's list or something, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'd love to just get off all social media if I could. I would love to just like not be on it.
I did.
I'm actually on the Elon.
I'll go back on that.
Yeah. Well, you can keep this in. Have you ever done this? Have you ever had? Have you ever like muted people that you're following?
Yeah,
and then
all
still
the time.
follow them.
Oh yeah, no, I do that. I do that.
I can't unfollow you because you'll notice
social consequences.
But I'm muting you because you're so fucking annoying.
Oh, I mute so many people.
I mute a lot of people.
I'm sure I get muted. I don't blame them.
Yeah, I'm sure I do too. I know I do.
No, yeah, because like somebody will bring something up that they posted or something. I'll say something. I just like. Oh, he doesn't know I don't really look at his shit. That happened to me in real life last night. And I was just like, and it's uncomfortable, but it was also it's more comfortable than looking at garbage on somebody's timeline.
It's self-care.
Yeah.
That is what it is. It is self-care.
Fuck.
You're just like, I don't want to see you in this context.
Yeah, it's like, can we keep it cash?
Yeah,
Can we
let's keep it cash.
Yeah, we don't need to. Yeah,
let's keep it to like a phone call once or twice a year where we talk about our pets. That's just where we're at this point.
Pets, burgers. I love my family, but like politically, we don't like always hit eye to eye on things. And so I learned, we keep it about the Dodgers. We keep it about food. Like, oh, hey, did you try that barbecue place? And or like, oh, basically that's about it.
You know what's interesting? So, I mean, I think everyone has that with their family to some degree.
Yeah.
I have it lesser than I would imagine a lot of people because, like, for me, it's like, I'm very unapologetically left.
Really?
And my parents are like well-meaning center left,
non-activist level left.
Yeah, like they're not where I'm at, but they're closer to me than MAGA. Way closer.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And getting more. I mean,
that's where my dad is. He's always like a union guy.
Right.
And social issues, civil rights, those kind of things.
Yeah. So same.
Yeah.
So we're pretty we're pretty simpatico for the most part. We have some structural deviations, some strategic deviations, some, like I'm more burn it all down and they're like, this can be salvaged, but like for the most part,
you're like, we just got this car.
but you know what's interesting? I feel like with the way the world's going, there's actually more overlap now because I think a lot of
young people aren't there's no jobs for young people,
and they're fed up. Like they can't, like they're just like, this is bullshit.
Well, I mean, I always like equated like because I read into this like after 9/11 because that's when I started I was like why would these people do something like learn how to fly an airplane into a building, and then I was just like, not a lot of jobs in Pakistan, not a lot of jobs in South. I mean, these were not like the homecoming kings. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They're disaffected youth, and you have a grifter who's telling them, oh, hey, just dedicate your life to me. Afterlife's going to be great. And you clearly don't have anything else going on. Hey, you want to be a terrorist? I
mean, dude,
when you're closing manufacturing plants, when you're here and you're closing and you're fucking up their world, and like the military, God bless them.
It's the same thing, though.
I love them. It's not a great job.
No, well,
but it may be the only job in the town.
That's the problem. Yeah. It's a jobs program, and it's freaking like, look, you put people in these economically desperate situations, and then you promise them you're gonna get to go to college for free. Yeah. You're gonna get this pension,
a chance
whatever.
for middle class life.
You're gonna get a chance for middle class life, which by the way doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother. Yeah,
and that's a whole other
home ownership and
a whole other can of worms. So it's like, you have people enlisting in the military, and then we have.
And you'll get a trade. You'll learn how to fix computers, or you'll learn be an electrician or an HVAC or something like that.
And then we keep blowing up the freaking world. I mean, it's just like it's terrible, and it sucks. And I know I don't begrudge the individuals who are put in those desperate situations. I do begrudge the system.
Absolutely.
I despise the system.
Absolutely. At this point, it's intentional. You know what I mean?
Of course.
It's complete.
Of course. And that's why. I mean, dude, to get it back.
If only Dwight Eisenhower would have said something.
If only we would have listened to Smedley Butler. I mean, he gave us a blueprint a long freaking time ago. We didn't listen to him. I mean, dude, and that's why I can't take. Like getting back to like we were talking about like personalities online and stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever people like tongue bath someone like a Tucker Carlson, I can't take it that serious because I'm like, look, it's great if the guy. I get it that the guy has millions of followers, and if he's saying war is bad as opposed to the alternative. That's great. That's great. I will take that as a win.
W. Yeah.
That is a win, and that is a win I will take. Yeah. But when you go a step further and you want to anoint him like some thought leader in this space, it's like, well wait, time out.
He still has a body of work.
He still has a body of work, and I can only take you so seriously if you claim that war is your big line in the sand, yet you do not want to do anything about the domestic situation that allows it to exist.
Yeah. No,
if you're like, well, domestically, I don't want to change anything because it benefits me, even though, well, domestically is what allows the war economy to continue.
Absolutely.
If we didn't have a desperate populace, it wouldn't be able to continue. And yet you don't want to change that at all?
Yeah.
So I can't take you that seriously.
Yeah.
Plus, it's always interesting to me that he never has a problem until the second time. Did you ever notice that? He was fine with Bush until the second time. He was fine with Iraq until the second time. Then he had a problem with Bush, but Bush wasn't up for re-election then, was he? And he didn't have a problem with Trump.
He's a heat chaser
until the second time. Now he has a problem with Trump. Basically, he will never meaningfully challenge the GOP, and that's why I can't take it seriously.
He's a media guy. You know,
he's a media guy.
And to me, I don't. I guess I don't know if has there always been that path of media into politics, because I know like Huckabee did that. Both him and his daughter on Fox.
Was he a media guy first or a politics guy?
He was. I lived in Arkansas when he was the governor initially.
Right.
And
was it media, politics, media, or was it just politics, media?
I thought it was just politics. Then he he became a Fox News guy. Now he's like the Israel.
Is he back in politics now?
He's the ambassador to Israel.
Oh, I didn't know that was okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what man, solid choice. What a great guy. And he's doing a hell of a job.
I was hoping maybe he would just like eat kosher and like drop some pounds. That was what I was kind of.
He had a show in Nashville. It was being recorded out of Nashville, and they would have.
Was it the Fox thing or was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
And it would be so funny watching these. You know, speaking of our contemporaries, it would be so funny seeing some of our contemporaries posting these things like, "Oh my God, it's so terrible what Trump's doing," and please give me likes. And then a couple days later, it was such an honor to do an opening set on the Mike Huckabee show. It's just like, wow,
that's wild.
Fuck.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, I don't, man. It's just so. I don't know. I am interested. It will probably benefit me, and you both actually that Stephen Colbert is going off the air. When we start, we're gonna do Unleashed. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it if we get the opportunity. Let's not.
Of course, I would be happy to do Unleashed. I mean, Byron Allen's company distributes my movie Left at Wall.
Yeah.
Fuck, so I would love to do that.
I was because I mean like it's the whole crackdown on Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel to me was never really that much of a political guy. I mean,
no, he got death threats for saying, "I think everyone should have health care."
Yeah. The irony of
I'm not putting that on him. He's just like everyone should have health care, guys. Like when his wife had those complications.
Yeah.
He got death threats for
because
that.
he was like he's like, hey,
he's
you reckon?
Like, look,
I'm wealthy.
I'm wealthy. I'm going to be fine, but someone else in my situation could be really effed right now, and that's not right.
A school nurse or something.
It was
like
a very I thought it was a very heartfelt, appropriate thing that he did, and he got death threats for that.
Yeah.
You freaking like what kind of society are we living in?
It's so I just feel like I see things that first of all the phones. I would love to go back to a flip phone. I really, I kind of, I want.
Can't.
Well, I mean, I'm recording on this freaking thing right now. This, iPhone 84 built by Chinese slave labor. Great fucking product. But I would like to just leave it at home sometimes. Have a flip phone and like, hey, call me if you need me.
No, it's just too much. It's just too
T9
much.
texting. Looking at it now. I would kind of go back to that, man.
But no, I mean, getting back to what you said about like the whole like
they're becoming radicalized because that was where I was going. The phones.
Right.
I was getting to a phone social media where you've got a loudspeaker in your pocket every time you have 2 minutes in a waiting room, and you got crazy people yelling at you, and it seems that's where I was going to go with that. Sorry, it took me a bit to get there.
No,
Yeah.
I feel you. I was just like you mentioned the whole Colbert thing, and
Sorry,
there's nobody. I mean, everyone on late night, they're kind of walking a line,
eggshell.
A network line, right? Especially
sponsors,
and just the network as a whole. I mean, look, like our corporate media is grossly pro-war because the defense industry pretty much like funds them.
Also,
so you're only going to go so far, which I get.
Also, war on the air is better ratings. I mean, it is.
It's
I mean,
true.
they ever since '91 Desert Storm.
Yep.
When they put cameras on the bombs.
Yeah.
You know,
that was like the first live stream.
Yeah,
that was the first.
Yeah,
they were ahead of the curve.
Yeah, or behind it. That was our first live leak. You know,
Yeah.
and you know, it was narrated to you by Wolf Blitzer.
Yeah.
But it was it gets more eyeballs, man. Conflict gets more eyeballs. Unfortunately,
Sure.
That's why.
But
sorry.
having said that,
Yeah.
I still feel like the erosion of late night,
Okay.
I would say in the long run is probably not a good thing for us unless we replace it with something
Yeah.
similar / better.
Yeah. I mean,
And I don't know if that'll happen or not. I hope it does.
yeah.
I have some thoughts on how maybe that could happen.
It's-
I mean, not like by myself,
Yeah,
but
well,
I mean, like big picture.
Here's what you do:
know?
the Ron Placone show.
We need the. What I'm saying is
Fix the problem.
What I'm saying is I have a GoFundMe, and everything's gonna be fine if you just give me enough to have
If you'd like to become an executive producer, subscribe for $500.
I don't know if I'd want to have a hosting gig like that, dude. I'd rather be a writer or something. It's just a lot of fucking camera time.
I'm assuming you're around my age where late night television, especially when I was in college and a young adult, where it was like we would stop and watch Letterman and sometimes Conan also. You know, college time. You know, and it was just like it was on. It was appointment TV.
You would put it on.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were like, like at a party drinking or
Oh
whatever.
fuck no,
but
no!
there was, like,
If you had a chance to get if you had a chance to get pussy, no.
Well,
no.
yeah, but well, I mean, even if you're just like having beers with friends and stuff, and it was that time, they might like throw it on the screen, and you're kind of
Background,
passively
maybe, yeah.
watching it. Yeah. Oh, of course.
Or like,
yeah.
taking a study break. I'm like, okay, I'll watch 30 minutes of Conan or something. And Letterman and Conan were my guys. So because I think I really got I didn't get into Letterman until I was really into until I was in college, and then it was when he was on CBS already. He'd already been on CBS for a few years, and that was and it was this counterculture. It was fun, you know. It was just sorry.
Well, I still remember like when Jon Stewart took down Crossfire.
Oh God, that
and
was
I
beautiful.
just thought that
was
was such. I was just like,
Tucker Carlson.
God. It was Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, it was like
and,
you're wearing a bow tie.
You're wearing a bow tie.
The show that follows me is robots.
Right. Oh yeah, there were still so many brilliant moments. Like he's just like, if the news networks are taking their
cues from Comedy
Central, he goes, maybe that's why we're in this problem. Like,
the show following me is robots fighting each other.
That was a beautiful moment.
Yeah,
I mean, that was a beautiful
Jon
moment.
Stewart versus Jim Cramer.
I don't remember that one as much.
Oh, that was around the
happened?
housing crisis, 2008 or 9. Oh my God!
I mean, Jim Cramer's a freaking moron.
He was
so
he was telling all these people to buy the stuff, to invest in the banks that were going out of business. He was just like, I never. And then Kramer
he still has a show. This guy
Kramer went on Jon Stewart. And and he was just like, I'm proud of my record, blah blah blah. Roll tape 2, roll tape 3, and it's him saying like 2 days before their stock crashes.
Wow.
And
so what did he say to that?
He was just
Yeah.
It was just a rock to the face, you know. It was
I feel like
you got to find
kind
that
of stuff. Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of stuff doesn't happen as much anymore.
I think YouTube and has made people very conflict averse whenever
interesting.
They stay in their bubbles because they can do well. There's no mainstream. Like with music, you know, like you like TRL, for example. They're like you'd see Blink 182 next to Ice Cube, and you had to be the best rapper, the best heavy metal, whatever, pop punk, whatever you want to call it. And now it's just like, hey, I can just stay in my one bubble, and be king of that bubble, and then everybody, the algorithms reward that kind of behavior.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because I think there's something to be said.
There's no monoculture anymore.
Yeah,
but a lot of it's gone.
A lot of it's gone. I do think the other side of that is it's cool that everyone can kind of find their lane. Or try to find it.
Yeah.
And
a channel they like.
and I think it's also, I feel like in some ways it has lifted things. Like I would argue, I mean, especially since we like got on this topic about like TRL and music.
Sorry.
I would argue that pop music
Uh-huh.
is as subversive and high quality
Okay.
since like maybe the 50s.
Really?
Since maybe, I mean, dude, Billie Eilish,
Very good
like
voice.
freaking, I mean,
Yeah.
Chappell Roan,
Yeah.
even just like Noah Khan.
I don't know. I don't know. No.
So Noah Khan, like the younger generation, like Gen Z and Alpha, they love this fucking guy.
By the record, everybody, I'm 22 years old. So yeah,
all right,
yeah,
so you should know Noah Khan then. You're right in the range. Like I'm one of the older millennials, and it's like like I'm on the upper end of millennial, and like remember dial up millennial. That's where I'm at, and like, but the type of stuff he's doing, like very. You know, like very...
Like singer-songwriter vibe?
It's singer-songwriter,
Okay.
and it's very, like, depthful lyrics.
Okay.
Very, like high on irony.
Okay.
Very clever
poignant
stuff.
stuff.
Poignant stuff.
Okay.
I mean, it's brilliant songwriting, and I get... The mainstream success he has seen... I went to see him at the Hollywood Bowl, was among... the older people there. There were people of all ages.
Yeah.
But like we were among the older people there, my wife and myself, and we're looking around at these 20-somethings, and it was a trippy moment because I'm just like, this shit was going on in coffee shops when I was in college, but it did not have any mainstream success. It was limited to like handfuls of people, coming out to these shows, and it was fucking.
It was a
wild
niche.
for
It was
me.
niche at that time.
Very niche.
Yeah.
And this guy just blew up.
Yeah.
This guy. I mean, I was telling some of my friends, I'm just like, go listen to Japan Droid's first record.
Okay.
Go listen to like I'm going through this stuff, and I'm like, this is all like what Noah Khan's doing. And I'm not saying like it's derivative or anything. I'm not. Being
Everybody's influenced.
Everyone's influenced. I'm not being one of those like bitter old men like blah blah blah. It's more like isn't
It's a
it
nod
fucking
too.
interesting that now like the mainstream
Has
caught
come
up
around-
to
has
this.
come around to
I
it.
think it's fucking cool actually. I think it's
Okay.
great. And I think that like what is mainstream pop music right now is like just really fucking good stuff. I mean, not all of it. Not all of it.
The guy I
It's
like.
just very compelling to me.
The guy I like.
Bad Bunny, even. I mean, dude, like that was freaking awesome what that guy did. I think the music's fantastic. I mean, I
can
I'm
do him for a
enjoying
couple. I
it.
can do him for a couple minutes. I thought the Super Bowl, splashing some English, would have been a move. Would have been a move.
Lady Gaga right there.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga was right there singing in English. It was fine.
Well, no.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I-
As a guy who studies Italian, it was intriguing to me because I was like, how many words am I just picking up?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
because
yeah.
there's similarities.
Yeah.
Sometimes I understand when people speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And I can
no,
respond in Italian.
You live out here long enough that and you notice the similarities.
And I like it.
Yeah.
I love that whole thing. I thought it was freaking great. I thought the performance was great, and I just love. I just love the direction pop music's in right now as a whole. And I feel like it's never been, when you think about radio rock, you know, especially in like the late 90s and stuff. I mean,
We're talking
there
like
was
Poison
some
and Motley
rough-
Crue? What? Bon Jovi?
That was longer ago, Matt.
Okay,
But
sorry. All
For a
right.
22-year-old, it's weird that your timeline's so mixed up.
yeah.
Late 90s was like Limp Bizkit.
Oh,
and that sort of thing.
Okay, late 90s. I was thinking of early 90s.
Yeah.
It was
Early 90s was great because early 90s there was a little band out of Seattle, Washington
Nirvana,
that just washed everything to the side in a beautiful, beautiful way.
in the Bleach.
Yeah, with bleach, soaked in bleach.
So much good stuff came out of Seattle. Was it Pearl Jam? I'm blanking. Chris Cornell's band. What's it?
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden. Thank you. Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains, dude. That was a fucking name. Well, and even just stuff that was going on in like the indie world and like skate punk. Early 90s was great. Late 90s, things got a little weird. 94 to 96 was a tough time because it's just like 94, Kurt Cobain
passed, yeah.
You know, and a lot went when Kurt Cobain passed. And then 95, you had Shannon Hoon from Blind Melon pass.
Sublime.
Bradley Knoll died in 96.
Yeah.
And now they're now like the drummer's a MAGA guy.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
The
jeez.
Sublime drummer's a MAGA dude. And it's weird. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they...
I feel like I feel like, I mean, that band was Bradley Hoon.
Bradley Knoll. Yeah.
Bradley Knoll. I mean,
it's interesting seeing his kid Because have you
Rome
seen it?
or not Rome?
No. Rome was the guy that was touring with them before. Now it is literally his son, Jacob Knoll.
Got old enough to do it.
And well, at first he had no interest, and then I don't know what changed, but he was doing his own thing. He had his own band.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess I have a little bit of an ear to ground to it because I live in San Pedro.
Yeah.
So I'm right across the bridge from Long Beach.
You're Long Beach.
I'm Long Beach adjacent.
I can round. You can round it up.
Some of my friends.
I lived in Long Beach.
I love Long Beach. And some of my friends like they do like sound and stuff in Long Beach. So they're like just around this stuff. And it's like
Yeah. In case you've never been to Long Beach, California, if you drive with your windows down, chances are like half the music you're going to hear is either Sublime or Snoop. Still,
yeah, that's fair.
They really love their two down there.
Both MAGA too, by the way.
Well, I don't know.
Sublime and Snoop.
The
drummer. I can't speak for. I don't know if Eric is. I don't know if Bradley Knowles' son is. But Bud from Sublime is. MAGA.
Yeah, Snoop did the inauguration.
Yeah.
He initially wasn't one of those guys, and he's chasing money now. It's just,
he's got that Mon Dizzle. It's sad, man.
It sound like Walter Mondale.
It's such a bummer.
Dizzle.
It's such a bummer.
I'm waiting for our first presidential candidate with face tattoos. That's what I'm kind of waiting for. I think that's the move.
I wonder. I don't know. I feel like we're just gonna get like
Jelly Roll's gonna run for president. Jelly Roll's gonna. Or who was the other one? Circles saying. Post Malone.
Oh yeah.
Post Malone is going to be the GOP nominee in 2020.
Yeah, and then he'll go up against Gavin Newsom. What a treat.
I wanted you to explain something to me. That's the only reason.
I'll try.
The right wing or the horseshoe theory.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's bullshit.
Okay, I didn't understand.
I posted that recently.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't know why, but
no, it's okay. No, I don't know enough about it.
So the horseshoe theory is basically
it's on the political spectrum.
Yeah, it's the political spectrum, and it's like when you see a horseshoe, like the ends are closer than everything else, and so it's basically making the argument that like the far left and the far right have a lot in common. And if you go far enough, you kind of reach
you find a congruence or similar
and I think
interest.
That is complete bullshit, especially when, through the eyes of history, and especially when you apply it to the contemporary American landscape, what would be considered the far left, especially in the United States, is what beat the Nazis the first time.
Yeah.
So it is quite frankly like the complete opposite of fascist. So and when you apply it to our politics, it's basically saying, the people who want everybody to have health care and the people who want to eliminate transgender people from the earth have a lot in common. No, they don't.
Yeah.
They have nothing in common.
I feel like their ideals are completely different or the principles that they're going for, but I feel like it's also not you necessarily, but there are people that grab onto far ideologies, which is like because they're just so fucking frustrated with where things are.
Sure, but that's not. Yeah,
and
I see what you're saying.
The frustration I feel
right.
is similar, but the causes and purposes behind it are not
completely different.
Yeah,
and also there are some like commonalities and basically every ideology you're gonna
broken
find
clock
like,
is right
like
2 times a day.
Yeah, that and it's just like okay, well some people on the far right and some people on the far left that they're both like for guns.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, yeah, but for totally different reasons.
Yeah.
Like completely different reasons.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, those are just some points of association, like a couple outliers, and you're trying to make this argument that, the horseshoe thing. No,
it's
the
not,
horseshoe theory is fucking bullshit. Like
there is one that always cracks me up where they're in agreement, and that's homeschoolers. Have you like the extreme left homeschoolers and the extreme right homeschoolers?
Well,
I mean, there's
and
more.
Again,
Yeah,
there's nuance and everything. Because that's an area where I'm like not.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I don't know enough about it, but I know that there is a weird, strange bedfellows.
There is, and it's like,
and it's more of a local politics thing.
Yeah,
also,
it is.
Like,
It's weird because
it's weird when you see
there
it.
are exceptions to everything.
Yeah.
So there are going to be situations where, I think homeschooling is the best option for this person.
Yeah.
But generally speaking,
I think
it
socialization
is not something
is,
I'm a fan of. I think you take a lot of socialization away from a kid.
Yeah.
And it's... I just think most of the time it's not the right move.
I feel like, especially like, also the parent, I mean, it is kind of a daycare program, I'm sure, for young parents too, but it's also like socialization, I feel like, and I feel like sometimes like I feel learning from a teacher is good, but also you may learn from other students too. Like, hey, what letter does R sound like, or what letter does it can. I remember people asking me, stuff, and like helping people study together. Maybe a better student.
And I know there's like programs out there where like homeschoolers meet with each other.
They have like sports teams.
And there's
and
also
stuff.
things where like you can participate in the public schools, like you can play on the team and stuff. So like like everything else, there's
nuance to it.
Nuances. Yeah. But generally speaking, I'm not a fan of it. I would never want to do it to a kid unless there was like a very particular reason, and I know those reasons are out there,
and they're valid.
But I think, I mean, dude, like, so I had one instance in my life that I'll give you an example. So this was back when I was living in Pittsburgh and going to grad school. I had this neighbor who had some mental issues. And
I've got a similar thing, in the family. That's what
Yeah. Well, so she, was deemed unfit to work by the state because of mental issues. So
disability,
she was living on disability, and she would she had issues with paranoia, and sometimes it affected me. Like one time she was convinced I broke this thing in front of her house that I didn't, and I tried to tell her that. And
just disconnected a little bit. Yeah,
just disconnecting. Yeah. She would call the police all the time because she was convinced she saw someone run through her yard. Like she just had problems.
Yeah.
And she homeschooled her daughter, and her daughter was very odd socially, never had any friends. She started dating this guy who, I mean, I'm not trying to I didn't really talk to the guy at all, but she was I think a teenager, and he looked like he had to have been in his 40s. I mean,
very predatory.
There was just a lot of things that were very off.
That would have, being around other girls would have probably helped.
I have no idea, but it's but something was clearly off, and and it was safe to assume that this child is not getting what a child should be getting. And it's like, what do you say in a situation like that? Like, are you okay with this person? Yeah. And I'm not trying to sound ableist, or I'm not trying to but I'm thinking
it is child neglect. It is child abuse.
If you are deemed unfit to work for mental reasons,
and you're the instructor,
but you're allowed to be in charge of a child's education. Like I just don't.
Yeah, it seems odd.
That does not seem like that should be okay.
It doesn't match.
Like if she had a physical disability, if she had some kind of her leg didn't work or something like that. Well, that's totally different.
Yeah.
Like you want to homeschool your kid, that's fine. Yeah. But in that situation, I'm like, I don't think she should have been allowed. And I can say very safely, this was not good for this child. Like, I'm sorry. It was, I looked at that chat, and I'm just result, she's not. She does not have a very good life, I would say. And there was probably more things that I didn't know about, but knowing that situation, I'm like, I don't think she should have been in school in a situation like that. You're like, what do you do in a situation like that?
And it's just like, it's like, I don't even know what you really can do. I mean, it's just like and you don't want to be the Karen. You don't want to. You don't want to. Like you said, you don't want to sound like I'm better than or
totally. And you want to respect people's rights to do that if they think. But it's just kind of like, gee, I don't know. Like
I think they have some kind of program where you have to take a standardized test, like the homeschool kids do, to prove that they're getting some level of education similar to what they would be getting in public school. And
sure.
Doesn't have to they don't have to blow it away or anything, but they have to be within certain. And it seems like something like that would help.
Yeah. And I don't know all the particulars. I just thought in that situation, I'm like, I don't think this is great for this kid, like,
yeah.
But
Also,
yeah.
I'm not a parent, so
I'm not a parent either,
and
so I don't know.
I was a nightmare in school. So
I didn't love school until college.
But
still, I would be like, but I wouldn't have wanted to be homeschooled. I wouldn't have wanted that.
I would not. No way I did. I would have liked that. When I started school, I was tested for like this. It was called like TAC. It was Talented and Creative Kids, and anyway, so basically every Friday, the second half of the day, we'd be in this other class, and I felt ostracized, but when I came back, it was you thought you were too good for us or something, and I was so self-conscious. I did not want to be in talent. I did not want to be in those kind of classes after that, because
so what was it? Just like advanced placement, or was it like more like
this
a
was
creative?
This was like grade school stuff. We would do
Okay.
we would do like for the rest of the week we would do stuff like everybody else in class. And on Friday afternoons we would do some harder, higher level stuff.
Okay.
Like equation math kind of stuff, or try to push you a little bit. Those kind of things. When I came back, it was I would get teased. And this was like in the suburbs, and I was just like, and it made me self-conscious about it, and I was just like, I don't want to ever do that. I don't want to do that again. So, and it held me back. It held me back because I probably could have gone to like better schools and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I was diagnosed ADHD not too long ago.
Really?
So I was diagnosed later in life.
Okay.
And it explained a lot.
Yeah.
And it was funny, like as I was going through the process, like with like my therapist and whatnot, and because they go, well, was there anything from your childhood that you might have been exhibiting some symptoms? And I was like, well, in the first grade I never sat down. And they go, what? And I'm like, yeah, I just didn't, and which was true. I just didn't.
You bop around, huh?
Dude, I went to this small Catholic school.
Yeah.
I was a fine student. I wasn't misbehaving or anything. I just didn't like sitting down.
Yeah.
So the teacher was like, well, we're just going to take your chair away. And that's what happened. And but like
you had a standing desk.
I had a seat. I was a trendsetter.
You were ahead of the curve, man.
Yes. So like the person was like, you just didn't sit down. I'm like, it just wasn't my thing. Like, okay. Like,
you're doing a great job right now, by the way. Just want to let you know.
They're just like, I think you might be neurodivergent. And then like just all these other things. And it totally, I was a decent student, but if it was something that didn't interest me and come naturally to me, I just had to put in so much more bandwidth.
Yeah.
Which I think is like everybody. Yeah. But it was like probably to a point.
To a higher level.
To a higher level where it's like the disparity here is like, you probably might benefit from some ADHD medication.
Maybe, but yeah.
I mean, it's changed my life.
Okay.
I mean, like now even, like it's changed my life.
Well, I think any kind of medication can be super beneficial, granted that you have someone to help you with your baseline. Yeah. Like, hey, what's Ron at regularly? So, okay, if he takes one a day at 3:00, where's he at? And self-reporting for me would be like a nightmare. And you got to have like your girlfriend or somebody you trust or whatever. Like, all right, what's going on? Because if I'm trying to go off the top of my head, oh yeah, it's been great, everything's been good. And you just pretend. That was always my caution with that. And like anyway.
No. I feel you. It's it's an interesting. It's just like as more I feel has come to the surface and all that.
I feel like a lot of people have a tendency. I think having a tendency for that, because I've been diagnosed with that and I've taken that stuff before, and I just didn't do it like under supervision. I wasn't like a pill popper with it or anything, or doing it for fun or anything like that. But I feel like it was something like I was gonna have to need to meet with a psych every week just to find out what the right levels were, what the right levels was. And instead of working on that, I just started doing stand-up every night, so I wouldn't have to think. Yeah.
Well, that was the interesting thing. Like when we started going through it, like, they call it like masking. And I was able to have a high masking life for just a long time. Yeah. Because it's just like in college, I was just doing stuff that really interests me. So I was like, okay. Yeah. And then like a road comic, it's a pretty good job if you're neurodivergent, because really it's just like make sure you're at the gig on time, tell your jokes when you're supposed to be up there, and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite like it's
conducive to that
job.
lifestyle. Yeah.
It's really conducive. And I was like, and then I've always loved to travel, and it never bothered me being in an unfamiliar place.
See a new park or a new something. Yeah.
And I think part of that is I do just love to travel.
Yeah.
Like that's just a trait. But another part of it in the neurodivergent spot is because you are so like just general tasks and general things are just so out of the box for you, and you're just not wired to do that.
Yeah.
That you're actually more comfortable in an unfamiliar place because everything's unfamiliar to you. So
and
like
it's
even
exciting.
your normal is unfamiliar. So if you're in a new place, there's a level of excitement, and you're just like okay with it.
And that's an endorphin for you, and that's what.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm not always in Louisville, Kentucky,
Right.
And you know, and like, oh well, they changed how it looked since the last time I was here. That's something new, and the new can be an endorphin hit as much as like a powdered donut can be, or you know, a shot of whiskey. You know, just the newness
Two
of
lovely
traveling.
things, by the way. Powdered donut, shot of whiskey.
I didn't realize I said that.
That's
my friend-
probably a country song.
That's my friend's comedy show.
Oh, really?
Whiskey and donuts. I didn't mean to put those two together.
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah.
That's a cool name for a comedy show
Great.
too.
Jackie
All right.
Gold. Go see her.
All right.
Once a month. Yeah.
Love it.
Hit her
Yeah.
up.
Where's it at? What's
It's in Burbank. Hit her up.
cool.
Hit her
I
up.
will.
Hit her up. She's really funny.
I'll be like, great name. Matt sent me.
Matt was rambling about whiskey and donuts on a podcast, and
Matt loves my Bernie impression.
she's Jewish. So, yeah, man. It's you work like fucking a madman. Do you think that's part? No, I mean like you. I saw the play.
Thank you.
Termination Fee at the Fringe Festival last year.
Yeah, thanks again for coming.
You put on a fucking good show. Give yourself some credit. First of all, writing a play. A lot of people talk about writing a play, and you get it done. You know what I mean? And then putting it on well. It was I know it was about a guy struggling with like medical debt and lack of insurance.
Yeah,
it was a
couple in a failing marriage.
Yeah,
he kind of.
It was a fucking beautiful story. If you don't want to go too far into it, you don't know. You know. I mean,
it sort of gives too much away. But it's like basically it's like a couple is in a failing marriage.
Yeah.
And they're faced with a healthcare situation, and
the
guy takes matters into his own hands.
Yeah, which is very.
And it was really. It was a really cool project. It's in post-production as a film.
Fuck yes.
I originally just wrote it to be a contained film.
Yeah.
But then we kind of decided that we were going to do it. So the person who played, there's a couple, their names are Neil and 80. I decided when I wrote it, I'm like, well, I'm going to try to make this. So I'll just play Neil. Like I was just like, decided I'm going to play Neil.
Yeah.
And then my friend Sarah K. Godot read it.
Very funny, very talented.
And so she read it.
Yeah.
And she ran a theater in Chicago, or helped run a theater in Chicago. She didn't do it herself, but she had like a good team. They ran a theater in Chicago for like years when she lived there.
Yeah.
And so she read it, and we were just kind of talking about it. And I was like, well, do you think this could like work on stage? And she goes, I think it could.
Yeah.
She goes, this could be a play too.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, would you want to maybe play her? And she goes, a player. And I'm like, all right. So we were like off to the races.
The balls are rolling.
The balls are rolling. And then, so then we got my friend Andrew Saxena, and all these people were also in Left at Wall. Like Sarah was in Left at Wall. Andrew was in Left at Wall, my movie. And Andrew is a real musician. He's a very, very good musician. And so he did like the VO roles, and then he did all the sound design, and he kind of ran it from what we had for the Hollywood Fringe. They give you a tech person. So the tech person was running it, but he was doing the VOs from the back, and all the music was like his original music. So we were kind of like this power trio doing this production. And then, of course, like after we did the Hollywood Fringe, we took a breather, and then we just shot it.
While it was still hot on your mind.
Well, yeah, I mean, we still like our. It's funny. Our DP Jessica was she DP'd Left at Wall too.
Yeah,
and she DP'd this one, and she was just like, man, you guys really know your fucking lines. And I'm like, yeah, we did it as a play for like a
We've
month.
been rehearsing.
Yeah, we've been rehearsing.
We've been doing live rehearsals.
Yeah, right. Like we did this. I mean, it was weird not hearing laughter in the appropriate spots when you were like shooting it as a film. I'm just like, where's the laughs? That didn't get the pop. It
Come on, gaffer.
But yeah, so it's no, thanks for coming out, and it was
it's good.
It was a really, really fun project. I hope we get to do it on stage again at some point. I hope other people do it on stage. Like I hope to franchise it.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm looking forward
Eric
to the
Bana
movie coming
and Julia Roberts or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. No, I
Start
look
small.
forward. Yeah. No, I really do. I want to try to franchise it to places, have other people put it on, see someone else play Neil, see someone else play 80. Yeah. I think that'll be really fucking cool. I'm not super hip to the theater world, to tell you the truth. I mean, doing Termination Fee was the first time I did theater since high school.
Yeah, I know.
So it was an interesting thing to like come back to it.
I've done one or two theater things as an adult.
Yeah,
and
it's so much fun.
It's fun. It's it's similar. The machine of it's similar to stand up, where obviously if a joke hits and and getting the reaction in real time can be overwhelming. I do love the energy of it, that hey, this performance is specifically for the people in this room.
Yeah.
And it feels there's like a sincerity, an intimacy level of it, you know, where it's you're not just popping in a DVD. Let me tell you about DVDs, kids. Like you're not just you're not just pulling up a YouTube video. You know, is that better? A Vimeo link, if you will. And you're getting a unique performance every night, and you may say something off of a beat that you usually say because you hit your toe on a bedpost, and then you go, oh shit, that makes it better. That pause I said because I didn't want to say motherfucker after I hit my toe on this table leg.
You improv something in the moment, and it's appropriate, and you feed off of each other. Yeah, I mean,
and then it makes it better.
Live theater is a really special thing. Like I really love it. And I would like to do more of it in some capacity. I just and for Termination Fee specifically, it is the same story. But
you're good at I think you're a better actor than you know that you give yourself credit for. Do you realize that?
Well, thank you for saying
because like
that.
when I watch your shit, I don't think of it as you.
Oh, cool.
And that's
good.
That's a compliment. Yeah, no, I fall into your character.
Oh, I appreciate.
That's
that.
what I'm trying to say. Whenever I've seen your stuff, saw the Left It Wall, and then also the play. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Termination Fee.
Yeah, and with Termination Fee, like there is a film script and a stage script. They were different. Yeah. Same story. Yeah. Like if you saw the play, there's the story, what's going to happen. Yeah. But it is slightly different, and I love them both, but I think I like the stage script just a tiny bit more.
First baby.
Firstborn. And I think I like. There's just something about.
Yeah.
I really love it. I'm happy that it will exist as both.
Yeah.
But I really want to see it continue to exist on the stage. Yeah. I feel like that is where it is most at home, even though that wasn't my original intention.
Yeah. There's a special. I feel like anytime I watch a movie now, there's a couple of them. I rewatched one recently where it was just I could tell it was a play set up.
Right.
And once you get familiar with that, like I was having a night. I watched August Osage County again. I don't know if you ever seen it, and I was like, this is such a play. And then I look on and go, it was a play.
Yeah.
That was the way it was. The Whale was another one where it was like so set up like a play.
Yes.
It was one setting and that kind of.
And it's beautiful. I mean, I would love to see it on stage. I love the film.
Yeah.
And
Brendan Fraser, The Whale.
Yeah. The way he did that was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was just absolute genius. And I mean, it's funny because when people first saw Termination Fee on stage, they were like, I feel like this might have been written as a film, which is true. And now I feel like when they see the film, they're going to be like, well, I think this is also a play. It's got to be. Because it has,
like some androgynous.
Yeah, like it has this kind of like Virginia Woolf, House of Yes type vibe, as a film where you can kind of tell like I feel like this had to have been a play. And I'm fine with that. I mean, we've set it up that way. We've made artistic choices that way.
And you've been influenced by buy, shit you watched.
Yeah. So it's like I'm cool with that,
Yeah.
and like I kind of want it to live on that way. So I'm excited. I wish I had a release date for the film. I don't, but it will be out.
When it's out, it'll be out. It'll be out when it's ready.
It'll be out when it's ready.
That's what my mother always told me about dinner.
Right. When it's ready, it'll be out. But hopefully before the end.
We're gonna cook the lasagna, okay?
Yeah,
Relax.
Yeah. It's in post production's always a hell of a process, but we're going through it.
It always feels like it. It always feels like it's forever.
I'm okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, we got a few. Yeah.
I do have. Can I? Do you mind? I'm going to do an ad read real quick. Is that all right?
Yeah,
I forgot to tell you I was going to do this.
Do your ad read.
Guys, if you like the show, which I'm sure you do, a good way to support it. Good way. There's a new product. It's a THC-based seltzer. It's called by Good Feels. And multiple flavors. They have powders you can add to drinks. They do gummies. You can order it through the link in the comments. You save 20% off your first purchase. It also helps out the show. My favorite is the Blood Orange Seltzer THC. There's no calories, no sugar, super healthy. Don't try to operate heavy machinery or fly a plane or something like that. Maybe if you're on Spirit,
give yourself a couple minutes.
Give yourself a couple minutes.
Then you can fly the
plane. Yeah. Or mix the two. Maybe one counteracts the other. Guys, thanks for listening. If you want to support the show, do that at Good Feels. Hit the link in the comments. And promo code OV points. There we go.
And this one isn't. It's not going to be more expensive.
I know. I was telling you about that. Yeah. This was not that. That was a.
It is a discount, y'all.
It is a legitimate discount.
Legit discount.
Yes.
You're getting it right here.
There was like a organic place that was like doing like ginger shots and which I'm a fan of and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And but also, hey man, don't try to screw. I was telling Ron there was a place I was doing ads for. That whenever I looked at they gave me a promo code and it raised the price over what their list price was on the internet, and that's how they.
You want to support this guy, you got to pay more. It's the benefit of supporting this podcast.
It's like the parents that have to sell candy bars for their kids.
Yes.
And
yes.
I remember
but at least you get a candy bar.
Yeah, or Girl Scout cookies are $6 a box now. That kind of thing. Have you ever?
Good.
Have you had? I don't know day jobs. That's one thing I do not like with the candy bars in the places where people are selling candy bars for their sons.
Oh, in day jobs, you mean? Yeah,
yes.
Like when they go. Oh, yeah, because the pressure is freaking on.
Yeah, and you can only
no pressure, but I'm your boss. And I'm selling this shit for my kid.
Yeah.
And I know you have $1.
Yeah.
Because I see you go to the snack machine. So no pressure. You can say no. But I'll remember this.
And my kid may not get to go to Orlando. And I'm going to be stuck with Travis all summer long. Do you want to buy a candy bar? Candy bar now.
That's so hilarious.
That'd be a great sketch, man.
Oh, yeah, dude. Hell yeah. No pressure.
No pressure.
But
me and the wife would like some time alone, though.
This is my kid's entire future. And all I'm asking from you is $1. And I gave you a fucking job. What's your salary? More than $1, right? Okay.
I'm keeping you off the street and off the crack pipe, and you don't have $1.50 for an almond bar.
The end of the fiscal year is July. And I'll just remember, well, gee, times are tough because I know people who can't even splurge on $1 candy bar, so nobody gets a raise.
They do the candy bar sales in the office suspiciously a week before evaluations come out.
I've never had that situation.
Yeah, I've had the candy bar mafia, and they're like, well, it's not $1 now; it's like $4 for.
I'm sure. I'm sure. I remember back when I was selling them, it was $1.
Oh yeah, for
like $1
for some kind of group or school thing.
Yeah, like we had chocolate bars, and then we had if you wanted almonds, I think it was $1.25.
Oh yeah, that was a premium, man.
Yeah. They were good candy bars too.
They were good.
Damn shame.
There was
shame. They're not $4 good.
This is how Oklahoma was. We didn't sell candy bars, and I was in it's called distributive education. It was like teaching you how to run a small business. That kind of thing. Our sales were sausage, blue and gold sausage.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say like deep fried something, but no, sausage it is.
Deep fried Twinkies.
Deep fried Twinkies. We sold deep fried Twinkies with just sticks of butter.
Oh,
you could buy a stick of butter.
They fry butter now at
I know.
state fairs and shit.
I know.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but like we sold sausage, and whoever sold the most sausage. Pork sausage and a rat. You pre-order it, and then we have how spicy do you want it, and that kind of thing. And it was just like if you got it too spicy, they would call immigration.
What was it like for the one vegetarian in your state? Did you ever meet them?
They got ran out, bro. I mean,
they're in California.
Yeah,
now,
no, yeah. Well, that was my mom. Yeah,
that's my neighbor.
See, my mother was kind of a veg. Nah, she really wasn't. But like, she was a big gardener. She grew a lot of stuff like carrots and stuff like that. We would have at the house, and onions. And she what's called like jar them up. But yeah, I can't imagine. There was a joke I had about that. I can't remember about that. I was just now I have to look it up because I want to tell it today.
Whenever I think of Oklahoma, I think of that Flaming Lips documentary.
Okay,
where he's just walking around, and like his neighbors, and they just know him as their neighbor, and they're just like, "Hey Wayne, what's up?" And he goes, and he has like a film, and they're like, "Who are those people?" And he goes, "Oh, they like my band." And they're like, "Oh, you still playing in a band?"
Yeah,
one of the biggest rock bands in the world. They're just like, "Oh, you still doing that? That's neat. You get paid doing that, Wayne." Is that why you own the entire block? Is your rock band maybe really successful or something? Because he has, like, I think he just bought the block.
Yeah.
His entire, his band and his crew, they all just live in the neighborhood, I think.
Like they got like a cul-de-sac or something.
I think so. Yeah, I think he just bought, like, the block where he lives in Oklahoma.
Well, also, not to disparage the place I live, Oklahoma, if you got it, man, I looked at it like some, like, real estate there is wild, wildly inexpensive. It used to be. Now it's kind of gone up to like where everybody else was.
Everything's gone up.
Well, like I remember when I saw houses for sale for like $22,000 that were livable. You know, maybe not like beautiful or anything like that, but like had a floor, had had electricity and had all that stuff. Obviously you need improvements here and there, but $22,000.
I mean, at one point everything was up to date there, but maybe not.
Yeah, no, it was like a fenced backyard and stuff like that. It was, a little bit overgrown and that kind of, but maybe it needs a new roof or something like that, but it still has a roof, but it's so inexpensive, man.
Right.
I do kind of,
is this like urban area, like
City
Tulsa?
of Tulsa?
Oh, wow.
It's gone. It's, how do I say? This is like, around 2008, it was the prices were still like $30,000-$40,000 for a house. And in the 90s, it was like half of that.
Wow.
And now they're gone up to around 100 for those places.
That's still, I mean, in the big scheme of things, that's still a deal.
If you had a job in the city, people were paying like $400 for the mortgage.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty
good.
Yeah,
I'm sure wages aren't like crazy high in Oklahoma.
No,
they got to be high enough that you can handle a $400 mortgage.
Yeah, I mean it's just I go back and I visit and I can do it for a bit. But
that's how everyone is for their hometown. I mean,
hell, Jesus Christ wasn't popular in his hometown.
No, they did not. Yeah. He had a following everywhere else.
He was big other places, man.
I say, as a performer or whatever, I was just like, man, I promise you, when Elton John finished his 3-year tour, the next day, he had at least one childhood friend call him and said, "Hey, do you have any shows coming up? I've been meaning to see you." I swear to God that happened. A
3-year tour.
John.
Yeah.
A 3-year tour announcing that it's it. Yeah. I promise he had one friend like, "Hey, you got any shows coming up? You play?"
Me and the wife are thinking about
catching. The wife are thinking, "You got anything in London? We don't really take long trains these days.
Yeah.
You got anything?
Can you
London
come?
adjacent?
Can you do a show in my zip code, please?"
Yeah, can we get our neighborhood? I don't know, but are you playing anywhere?
Yeah.
Are you still doing the music thing? I don't remember. And he's like, "I did a 3-year farewell tour tour.
I did 8.
And I've been touring for about 50 years.
I did 8 shows in your hometown, and you in a basketball arena, and you didn't come to any of them. No, it's.
I guarantee that happened.
I mean, you probably see that like as a performer and that kind of thing, where it's just like there is like a level. I used to lean into it really hard with like people pleasing. And then you have to realize some people have made a commitment not to be happy.
Sure.
and you need to respect that.
Yeah.
And I've had to learn how to respect people's commitment to misery.
Sure.
And just not play into it, I don't know.
No, I get it, man. I mean, there are, I mean, hey, look, I'm a big leftist. There are some miserable people. There are some very miserable people.
There's going to be miserable people.
Been losing politically for 100 years. There are some miserable people.
Yeah.
And there's miserable people everywhere.
Yeah. It's not your fault. It's not your responsibility. You just do the best. You try to put on a good show, and
you just do what you do, man.
Yeah.
And some people are going to connect with it. Some people aren't.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We do live in a hyper angry time.
This is all. There was also something that made me happy for you. You're an Indiana guy.
Yeah. They're finally good at football.
It's wild.
Yeah,
man. And
years.
It's with the whole money sharing program.
The whole money. Well,
that part.
Good
The
coach.
Signetti's good too.
Signetti's a good coach.
Signetti's he's.
So
like,
I don't want to take that away, but
yeah.
like the whole money thing, which kind of, I don't know. It's funny. I was talking to a friend who's in Bloomington.
Yeah.
Because there's also, I really do love that institution. So it has been.
I've heard nothing but good things about the school and the people.
It's a wonderful institution, but there's some not so great things going on in the administration right now, and it's been one of those kind of like MAGA coup type situations. Yeah, and so we were talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, man, it's so cool that the football team's good. That's so nice. I really would not like if this MAGA coup. I wish it wasn't happening though. And my friend goes, yeah, I think I would take a mediocre football team and no MAGA coup if I could pick. And I'm like, yeah, I would too, but if we're going to have a MAGA coup, I guess the good football team makes
parties.
it a little less terrible.
Good,
and they're like, fair enough.
Yeah, it changes the whole vibe of a place.
It really does.
Are they like doing like an anti-DEI thing or something, or?
Well, it's beyond that. I mean, they're like cracking down on professors and what professors are allowed to say. They were very, very fucked up. I mean, I saw the images of people standing on the student union building with guns pointed at the protesters who were protesting for Palestine. And
guns.
That was hard.
Guns is a bit much.
Dude, that was hard for me because you know what? That is the same place where I stood at X amount of years earlier. Numbers not important.
Well,
years earlier.
You're 22 also.
20, yeah,
we're both 22.
And I was standing there protesting Iraq. So it was the same place that I stood and protested Iraq. Like 20 years earlier, I'll say it, fuck it. People have the internet, but like 20 years earlier, I was there protesting Iraq, that same place, and we'd have some freaking Republicans yell at us or something like that, but we never had guns pointed at us.
Yeah,
we never felt like we were in danger.
It has a very Kent State vibe to it.
It really does, and it's not just at IU, it's elsewhere. To see it going on in IU, it was really hard to watch.
I don't like guns being pointed at protesters.
No. That's really bad.
Yeah, that's no. I'm not. I feel like
I give that 0 stars.
Yeah. Would not recommend. I do feel like, hey, keep an eye on them, make sure they're not, going at.
Well, sure.
Yeah,
but
guns pointed.
Guns
you don't point a gun unless you're willing to use it.
And you don't point it. That's like something you, even if you have it on your person, you don't point it. Like that's not what you do. It's been hard to see. There was this article that came out that said Indiana was actually the worst for free speech in the country right now. Now, I think that's a bit much. I don't believe that. I'm kind of like, Brigham Young's still a place, y'all. You want to say IU? But it was still like disparaging.
For colleges. Okay.
Yeah, it was still very hard to look at and hard to see. As somebody who's, I'm a proud Hoosier, man. I loved it there. I had an amazing time there. And the football team was always not great. But I got to see the soccer team win 2 NCAA championships. And also it was a really great place to be radicalized. So, I want to see all that continue. I would rather, if I had to pick no MAGA coup, mediocre football team, I would take that. But, the world is where it's at. It's nice to see the football team
what's your
be doing good.
What's your opinion on on colleges? It seems like it seems like like where I went to school it was never like a really political place. It was Oklahoma State University.
Okay.
I mean, I could see like a thing being like at a Cal Berkeley,
Sure.
or like a Columbia or something like that. But I've never felt like, just because my college experience was not like a radicalizing experience. I got introduced to people that were of different political persuasions than myself.
Sure. Same.
My parents were both like Democrats, but like
Right.
mainstream Democrat. Not
Yeah.
they weren't ready to burn things. But it was. And just meeting like country boys and stuff like that,
Sure.
where it was like the farmer.
Well, same in Indiana. I mean, dude, it's not like IU was any different there.
I'm very self-centered, so I don't think about other people. Once you said that, I go, fuck yeah, he's completely correct.
No. I mean, for me, it was like it wasn't imposed on me. I sought it out.
Okay. Yeah.
I had questions. I was like, why are we in Iraq? That doesn't make sense. There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And then like there was stuff available to me that I learned about, but it wasn't like imposed on me. And I certainly was exposed to different ideas too. I mean, look, if you're walking through the Kelley School of Business, you're certainly not going to have some lefty agenda imposed on you. Quite the opposite.
Yeah.
But if you're walking through like some of the College of Arts
Liberal
and
arts,
Sciences,
yeah.
then it's a little different. Just like almost every other institution.
I mean, you become like an amalgamation or whatever, or a combination of the five people you
you're
spend
there
most
to
time
learn.
with.
You're there to learn,
and you're young,
and
you're young, and exactly. I feel like that's always been a thing with me. Like I appreciated business, but I don't really. It's like I like make money, but don't be fucking weird about it.
I just remember I would occasionally take some business classes, like related to my major or whatever, and I still remember the day Bush won again. It was there was a lot of it was very different on campus. Like there was like you would walk by the theater school, everyone was dressed in black, and it looked like everyone was at a funeral. Then you would walk through the business school and people were celebrating, people were high-fiving. And I remember like I had to walk through the business
Everybody's
school.
dressed like a fraternity pledge with their blazers.
Right. and they knew like I wore all black that day. Like they knew when you were one of the not happy people, and they would kind of laugh in your face a little bit. So I was walking through the business school in enemy territory. And then I hear someone call my name. I don't even want to turn around because I'm wondering if it's someone that's looking to gloat.
Yeah.
But I turn around and I'm like almost ready to be confrontational. I'll be like, I'm not fucking in the mood. But then I see it's my girlfriend. And she's crying. I mean, she was fine, but like she was like just crying, like not bawling, but like
bummed
like
out,
teary eyed around these people celebrating, and she's just like, "Fuck, man," and I'm like, "Oh God," and I'm like, "Let's go out to eat tonight." And she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Nowhere near this fucking business." School.
Let's split a milkshake somewhere.
That is literally what we did. We had a milkshake. We had a fucking Copig milkshake.
Yeah,
we're still friends. Yeah, we're still friends to this day, and she is presumably not happy about the world of affairs right now either. But
I mean, dude, are you fine? I mean, I'm sure this. It's just been. It's like nonstop right now, man. And I wasn't like Venezuela. I wasn't thrilled about.
Well, let's wrap it up soon.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, man. Like the Venezuela thing, I was just like, that seems odd behavior.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And I'm like, okay, the guy wasn't a good guy, but that's not our.
That's
not our move.
Yeah, I mean, it's not our move. It never is.
For stealing oil too, it was just it was just like it was more of a on behalf of businesses, and I know that's always going to happen, but don't be so freaking transparent. Don't be so gross about it.
They're not even trying to cover it up anymore.
The Greenland thing is just
God.
It's dumb. It's stupid. I don't want. I guess China and Russia are trying to do it too. So, but it doesn't make it good. It doesn't.
Though? I mean, dude.
That's what I hear at least.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't even know. It's like, look. I'm not going to sit here and say
it's Denmark's country, in my opinion.
Right, exactly.
And if the people are happy there, good. Yeah, great.
The only thing that I hope is serious is Denmark trying to buy California. Please, Denmark, please.
You want to escape?
Happiest country in the frickin' world.
Yeah.
Come take over.
Yeah.
Come take over. That would be great. Happiest country in the world, Denmark. Or one of them.
Highest level of like studies and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. High quality of life, wonderful social safety net, good work-life balance. Yeah. Yes, please come take over. Healthcare, free education.
Healthcare would be just such. It seems like it's such a fixable fucking problem.
Well,
I mean, not like it.
You got to have someone who's willing to take it to the insurance companies, and no one is. So that's why our single-payer bill gets stabbed in the back every time it's introduced. That's been going on since Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And they just take turns being the rotating villains, and until somebody pays a political price, it will continue.
Yeah.
And that's not a popular opinion because it goes, like a lot of times the people pushing for the bill are the people who you want to believe are on your side.
Okay.
But then they stab the bill in the back, and it's like until somebody who pulls that bill loses their fucking job, no matter who they are, you pull the bill. I don't care if you wrote the bill. You pull it, you're out.
Okay.
Until that happens.
Until there's consequences. There's no
it's going to continue. I'm like, you have to play hardball. You have to say, like, if they realize if we pull this bill, it's a kiss of death.
Yeah.
If they know that nobody will pull it, they will have to vote. They will have to.
And
show
the communication
their hands,
is not out.
and
to
then
that
the
level.
governor, and then Newsom would have to veto it.
Yeah.
You would force his hand on that. He'd have to either sign it or veto it. And if he vetoes it, he'll have to deal with those consequences. But until there's a political price to pay, they will shield their colleagues. It's just the reality.
It's
just the reality.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the things. Like a purple state has a better situation with that, where the people are afraid. The politicians are afraid of, like, hey, I may get voted out.
But if we're going to talk about that issue specifically, they're also further away from something like that than we are because they don't have the public opinion that we have.
And they also got so much more money into the politics because it's close, probably.
Right. So they're not going to have... They're
once
not
you said that,
once you said that makes sense. Like, in our case, it's like 77% or something like that of the state wants it already.
Yeah.
That's probably not going to be the case in, like, a more conservative state.
Yeah,
because they're still drinking the whole, like, oh, socialized medicine is bad Kool-Aid, which I think we're finally seeing through that bullshit as a country, but not quite at, like, a huge scale.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, dude, people can find out more of your opinions on your podcast. And they need they need to all listen to this and then listen to Ron's. Dude, you put out so much good shit, dude.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And if anyone, you can find all my stuff at my website, ronplacone.com.
Yes.
I'm Ron Placone on all the socials.
The YouTubes.
My
IGs.
podcast, IG. I'm really into Substack.
We say IG because we're 22 years old.
Yes, we're hip. And I'm into Substack, which is also young and hip.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoy Substack these days.
Yeah.
So, I'm Ron Placone on Substack. My movie is called Left at Wall. Please check it out. I got another one in post-production, but Left at Wall's out now. I recommend Tubi because it's free.
Yeah.
But you can get it on it's on Apple TV, it's on YouTube Movies, it's on Amazon Prime, it's on Xbox, it's on demand.
Whichever platform you prefer.
You can buy it on DVD.
Oh, you can buy it?
You can buy it on DVD. But again, I recommend Tubi. It's free on Tubi. So watch it on Tubi.
It won't get bought up by GE and deleted from...
what's GE?
General Electric or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna. I feel like that's the physical media.
You think they're coming for Tubi?
I don't know about GE necessarily, but I just see like so much of the consolidation because I think Tubi.
It is bad.
Tubi's under Viacom, I believe.
Yeah, I like Tubi. I
I'm not anti-Tubi by any means.
I think Tubi's kind of the coolest one.
I'm a YouTube Premium guy.
Sure.
I went with that initially, and I think during COVID I switched over to YouTube Premium.
Okay.
And I hate ads.
Sure.
I just love that. So but that's where I'm at with things.
No,
but,
I feel you.
Guys, follow Ron and everything. RonPlacone.
Nailed it.
There we go. Yeah, if you're audio, you can find me, the Fun Matt Lewis, on everything you're probably already following. The podcast is Obnoxious Valid Points. You can follow socials, and if you want episodes early, Patreon, you can do it for like $2 a month. It's another way to support the show besides buying THC seltzers.
Beautiful.
Thanks for listening, guys. Late.
Support for Obnoxious Valid Points is not brought to you by Audible. Audible, are you too stupid to read a book? Have one read to you. You'll find no books or mentions of books at patreon.com/ovpoints.